we are going to dive right in and get started. We've got a lot of information to cover and want to make sure that we have time for questions and answers. So I'm going to kick it off and do a quick introduction of all the experts that you have access to today and who will be presenting information. So next slide. So we have an exciting lineup of presenters today. First, we have Brady Lang, who's a seasoned customer success manager at Vendasta with a varied background in tech, sales, and agency work. Throughout his 4 years at Vendasta, he's mastered the art of identifying agency needs and ensuring client success. Brady now leads the programs like our boot camp, office hours, training sessions, which many of you are familiar with. And today he'll share his expertise on how to help you scale your business effectively. Next up, we have Hiram Enriquez. He is the Senior Partner Manager of Amazon Local Ads. He's recognized in digital advertising and a marketing strategist. Agent of digital transformation, focusing customer-centric experiences. Through his career, Hiram has led successful digital operations for companies such as McClatchy, Gannett USA Today Network, Sony Pictures Entertainment, Viacom, Univision Interactive Media, Yahoo, and CNN. He's currently helping build the Amazon local business ads, combining the power of digital media with the precision of Amazon powerful audiences to allow businesses of all sizes to reach connected customers across devices and platforms on thousands of sites and apps. Next up is Kevin Hinahon. He's an accomplished enterprise account manager at Vendasta, and he specializes in account expansion and second-order revenue growth. Drawing on over a decade of experience in corporate sales and marketing, Kevin plays a pivotal role in helping digital marketing agencies scale their business using Vendasta's comprehensive suite of software solutions. Next up, we have Mark Barrera, Director of Managed Services. He is the guiding force behind our agency partners in do-it-for-me services, ensuring seamless fulfillment for their marketing needs. With over 6 years of dedicated service at Vendasta, Mark spearheads the Marketing Services Division, adeptly managing operations behind the scenes. His expertise extends coordinating efforts with industry giants just like Amazon today, and he'll be one of your go-to for any questions or assistance in chat during our webinar. And finally, let me introduce myself, your webinar host, Jodi Lehrmann, Director of Sales Enablement at Vendasta. I have experience managing both B2B and B2C products and services in various capacities that include product marketing, product management, operations, fulfillment, sales enablement at web.com, register.com, Everbank, prior to joining Vendasta 2 years ago. And at Vendasta, my mission is clear: to empower our teams and you, our partners, with the essential tools they need to thrive and expand their business portfolios. So let's go ahead and get into today's agenda. I know that was very information-packed, but I thought it was useful to have some background on who is available for you to ask questions and who will be presenting. First off, we covered the introductions. Next, Brady will be covering attracting and converting customers from the Vendasta inbox side, and Hiram will cover Amazon's amazing promotion. And then Brady Lang will get into how to sell to your clients. I'll work through some of the logistics of how you can get started with this program, and we'll share some great client successes with Kevin Hinahon, and then we'll have time for Q&A. And if you have questions during the presentation and you post them in the chat, we will be gathering those and answer them either in the Q&A after the presentation, or we'll answer them and make sure everybody's followed up with after this session if we run out of time. So without further ado, Brady, I am going to hand it over to you to get started.
All right, everybody, can you just let me know one more time? Can you hear me okay? I never want to start a session muted. All right, perfect. Thank you. Awesome. Wonderful. Now, I'm super excited to get started here, right? There's a couple of things that we're going to look at together. If you've taken webinars with me before, well, I think you may have heard a couple of these things. I mean, some of the important aspects we're going to be looking at, the overall customer journey, and the different pieces that we need to affect. Now, I want to make sure that I'm speaking to the right audience here. So I'm going to launch a Zoom poll and just get a little bit of a pulse here. Now, this is just to see if I'm in the right room. Let me know. Have your prospects or clients ever told you that they're looking for more leads? Yes, no, very simple. All right. Okay, the answers are going the way I expect. You know, I think we've all been in this position. This session is really about showing you some strategies that we're using to maximize advertising dollars and ensuring you're doing the same, because we're seeing a lot of success from our partners. Overall, I want to share some of the big secrets, the tools or the systems that our partners are using for success. Now, if you're anything like us here at Vendasta, you're not just managing marketing, but you're constantly, and here are the results. I'll stop sharing that. We'll come back to that. But 100% of you said, yeah, your clients are looking for more leads. So we're going to think about that in a different way in a little bit here. But if you're like us, right, you're not just managing the marketing. You are obsessing over client success. You're constantly on the hunt for innovative strategies and cutting edge tools to redefine what client success really means. And today, we're going to share that the game-changing secrets of our partners who are absolutely killing it with cutting edge lead generation solutions. And this isn't just about adding value to current clients, although our partners are certainly doing that. Some of you on this call, I know, are doing that, but it's also about attracting new clients, made easy with a stacked offer that we'll roll out the details on shortly here. And we're not just going to tell you how this solution works. We're going to show you how our top partners are positioning it and sharing their clients and sharing some of our clients' early wins. But first, I want to take a step back so that we can get real about the problems our prospects and clients are facing. And look, here's the deal, right? I think a lot of you know this, you feel this, you hear it from your clients. Generating new business is tougher than ever. Your clients and prospects are swamped. They don't have the time, the staff, or the know-how to give that personalized touch that customers crave. Busy schedules means missed calls and messages, which makes their business look bad. And let's be real, small, medium businesses are on tight budgets, and the rising online ad costs are going to hit hard. This is the battlefield we're playing on. The limited resources, the lack of expertise, and tight budgets are a triple threat that's killing small, medium businesses. And it's making it nearly impossible for them to market effectively, reach their audience, and scale. This is the harsh reality. And if we don't tackle it head on, they're going to get crushed. And so I think a really natural question is, what happens to these businesses once they actually get a lead, right? So once their advertising actually gets them a lead, what happens? Well, I'll tell you what, a lot of the time, unfortunately, nothing happens. You're looking at it, nothing, right? It's not because the advertising didn't work, the lead has been generated as per the question, but because the conversion system didn't work. And so maybe the SMB didn't answer the phone because they were busy, or maybe the customer didn't call because they don't like talking on the phone. Maybe that small, medium business lost the notification email because they had so many other emails. If you're like me, I'm that person. Or maybe the customer got tired of waiting for a response and purchased from somebody else. And if you're like me, I do that all the time. Or maybe that customer did end up making a purchase, but because they left the ad to do some research, you don't get the attribution to prove the ad drove the business. I mean, this is a real thing, right? The way we are communicating with businesses is changing rapidly, and it has a massive impact on not only how you measure advertising effectiveness, but their actual effectiveness itself. So customers want to engage with a business in their own preferred medium. If you've come to bootcamp, I swear this up and down. There are so many different mediums that the businesses today have to manage, right? They need to really ensure that the conversion is set up top to bottom to cast the widest net to capture the most people. Increasingly, if the consumer is not satisfied instantly, you're going to lose. They're going to go on to the next click with the competition just half an inch away or just a search away. We really have to position ourselves to win everywhere. And so, instead of letting that consumer go to that next click, traditional chatbots and booking softwares, well, they're okay, but there's so much room for improvement, right? And that's where Vendasta's Inbox Pro and our AI-assisted web chat tool comes in. Now, out of curiosity, how many of you in the chat are familiar with this? Let me know. Throw it in the chat. Are you familiar with this tool? Have you sold it? Have you used it? Marcus says, yes, I am. You've got good taste. Steven, Jodi, okay, Mike, awesome. I'm so glad you're in this session. Some of these comments are coming in just the hosts and panelists, but I promise you they're real. I have it on my site. Yes, used and sold, not automations yet. Okay, cool. For those of you who haven't seen it, I'll give you a brief overview. And this is what I will show you today is a small part of what the Inbox Pro solution is. Okay, this is not the entire solution. It is one important segment that our partners are using in this strategy. So the first thing, it's going to allow you to capture more leads with AI. And this is really where we're leaning on when it comes to this side of the equation, right? When we're looking at this strategy, our partners are using the AI-assisted web chat to let businesses capture leads right from their website using an AI assistant 24/7. The AI has been carefully set up to not only get a customer's name and phone number, but to answer questions about the business. And they can be trained and provided documents to do more things, but really, just by itself, it takes in that business information and it will be able to make some recommendations. I'll actually show you that. But this way, customers can get the information they need without having to make a phone call. And your client will get a qualified lead. So when you provide them with this tool, this is one aspect. Now, it's really empowered because once you capture the leads, where does it go, right? I mean, I've heard that a lot of times. We have a CRM where all of this is going to roll into. I'm realizing I kind of jumped the gun here, but let's do this a little bit out of order. So when you capture that customer data using your AI-assisted web chat and Inbox Pro, your clients will have clear proof of that the advertising and marketing is working by having all the customer data in one place. The conversion will be attributed to the ad campaign. The owner doesn't have to worry that customer data is living in their employee's smartphone, right? If you've ever done anything where it's going to come in through maybe a chat, does that actually get uploaded to the CRM? Are the right steps taken? Well, with this tool, it makes it really easy for that to flow into one place. And I think this kind of takes us back to the last slide where the entire team can operate and work on the leads in plain sight using the business app. It is incredibly important, right? You're going to have your small, medium business saving time, and they're going to have increased transparency, which is huge. And it also brings on some other channels like SMS, Facebook Messenger, soon to be Instagram, emails, forms, all rolling into one place. All of these different types of experiences coming to one place to manage, and things are no longer lost. And let's be honest, businesses lose out a lot when it comes to leads coming in and not being able to follow up. And that will hurt the perception of the business. Or worse, their customers will move on completely. And so instantaneous is what we need to do today. Inbox Pro helps you do that. Now, I'll actually show you how that works. But before I do that, I think maybe we should set up this situation, right? And what we won't do in this session, so I saw somebody mention automations. I won't touch on automations too much, but as these leads come in, I want you to imagine, okay, so you have the lead coming in from the website, going into the CRM, the whole team can see it. Well, imagine if you could fire off a series of automations or set that customer up on a campaign. These are all things you can do. So, you know what, maybe we'll see this in action, right? So I want to show you an example, and let's imagine something here. So I want us to imagine that, I have a pet rabbit, And let me know, can you see this tab? Can you see the lion hair rabbit here? So look, I don't know anything about rabbits, grooming rabbits. And if you're like me, yeah, you should never do pet grooming at home. It is, not a great situation. I have had, my cat look something like this. I've also had, I actually wanted to grab a picture, but it's on my partner's phone where I did have my cat looking like this. And I don't know if you've ever seen a dog looking a little like this, but unfortunately, we've all seen those grooming disasters, okay? So I want you to imagine I have this lovely rabbit and I want him to look this good, right? It requires some upkeep and grooming. And so what we're going to do is we're going to imagine that maybe I've been looking online for things like, maybe I'm looking for brushes, or I'm looking for certain types of oils to groom my rabbit. And as I'm doing that, maybe I get served an ad that really speaks to me because my partner says I'm no longer allowed to do the grooming. And the results speak for themselves. I wish I had the real pictures for you. So, maybe I was looking at this. I'm like, I'm going to DIY it again. Maybe I shouldn't. So I get an ad and it takes me over to a service called Rabbit Groomers, right? And I land on this page, Rabbit Groomers, get 40% off your first visit. That sounds awesome. One of the ways that I can learn more about this, right? For me, I see a form. Okay. I don't always love submitting forms because when I submit a form, I don't always know when I'm going to be reached out to. There's a blog where I could learn more, could educate myself. I could go through the contact, maybe reach out directly. But as a millennial who's afraid of speaking on the phone, it's just not going to happen. And then there's the homepage where I could learn more. But there's also this chat section. And let me just give this a refresh here. Now, oftentimes I'll find that, maybe I'll go, I'm thinking, okay, so I did do a test conversation here, which is still remaining there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to share my screen. So let's say I'm in California. So California rabbit groomers. I clicked on the ad, but I'm just going to look it up this way, right? So here we are, rabbit groomers. Here's the conversation. So I might say something like, hello, I need grooming for my, I forget, lionhead rabbit. Lionhead rabbit. So I might throw that into the chat. And I want to know if, they're still in service, if they're doing these things, but that's probably how I'd start this conversation. And so the chatbot will say, hello, we'd be more than happy to assist with grooming your lionhead rabbit. We have over 20 years of experience. Okay, that's good. And our services are available 24/7 when booked in advance. Okay, that's amazing. So your name. My name is Brady, but my bunny's name is Harry. Yeah, real original, right? And the automated assistant will go out there and it will recognize, nice to meet you, Brady, and hello to Harry too, to ensure that somebody from our team gets back to you to arrange for Harry's grooming. Could you please provide us with your mobile phone number? Sure. Can you actually text me because I need to run quickly? It's 306-955-5512. Okay, so I'm just going to leave my number. I need to run quickly. And this will actually enter me in as a lead, not only with my name, but my phone number into the system. So your customer, let's say that your customer is Rabbit Groomers, the business. Well, that's going to go into their CRM. And so, great. And then maybe I have another question. Oh, one more question. Do you have any promos for first-time customers? Because I want to ensure that the groomer I have is willing to work with us. Something like that, right? So even though the conversation's kind of done, it's captured the lead, we can still ask follow-up questions. It will look over the website and find things, and they do on the website have a 40% off offer. Great. So let's go look at this on the client side. So I'm going to just bounce over here back to our client side. Let me know when you can see this. Okay, and apologies, let's do. Okay. Tell me, can you see the screen here? Hopefully you will see us going into the inbox section. Do you see this? Yes, good, awesome. So what happened with that conversation that was happening on the website? I was driven to the website because I was looking for a certain product. Oh, and sure enough, the full conversation is broken down here. And that's great. We can see the conversation that's happened. But not only that, I was created as a lead in the CRM. We can see here, Brady is looking for grooming services for his lionhead rabbit, Harry, and has requested to be contacted via text at 306-955-5512. So it's summarized the conversation to the CRM. It's logged my information so that they could call me, reach out to me. If I left an email, they would be able to email me, or any other sorts of details that have been left would be here. Now look, I could go into the automations. I could go into the other aspects that make Inbox Pro great, but I want to make sure that we cover the other aspects of this solution. But that's a really quick overview of using this sort of a tool, right? So one of the ways that we can actually deliver and maximize the advertising dollars is by improving the conversion. Frankly, you need to crush it on conversion. Now, Inbox Pro makes that easy. Helping your client deliver a top-notch experience that converts more leads, that's Inbox Pro. But there's another angle, right? And according to the poll we did earlier, 100% of you said, yes, your clients have asked you, or your prospects have asked you for more leads. But you and I both know it's not just about more leads. It's about the right leads, leads that are in market and ready to buy. Your clients don't need leads. They need customers, the leads who will become customers. I want you to think about that a little bit. And this is where the Amazon display ads step in, because it's not just about more leads, it's about the right leads. So when you combine that product with the power of AI personalization through Inbox Pro, you're not just driving conversions, you're creating an unstoppable growth engine for your clients. And look, the kicker, we're throwing in 500 free ad credits for qualified businesses to get you started with new activations of Inbox Pro for a short time. Now, Hiram from Amazon is up next to break down the ads. But first, here's Spencer just kind of putting this all together for you in case you haven't seen the video. Now, let me know if you can't hear this or if the video isn't working. All right, I see no sound. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to change one thing that will make this happen.
Agency selling digital marketing to SMBs, you know the challenge of generating leads, improving ROI while staying profitable. It's tough when clients miss calls, ignore emails, or you don't get credit for the leads you generate. That's why we've introduced Inbox Pro, our AI-assisted web chat that's revolutionizing lead capture. We're so confident they'll supercharge your clients' lead generation that we're offering $500 in advertising credits for free with every activation of Inbox Pro. We'll display ads on Amazon's extensive ad network and utilize their first-party shopping and streaming data to target high-intent leads in the places where they are most likely to convert. That's $500 of ad placement on places like Twitch, IMDb, Amazon Prime, and much more for free. Once someone clicks an ad, our AI-assisted web chat will automatically capture those leads, alert your clients, and let them follow up via SMS right from the product you sold them. This is a game changer they'll use daily and never want to switch it off. Ready to offer this amazing deal to your clients? Just let us know, and our marketing services team will set up the web chat and ads. But hurry, our ad credits are limited. Act now to ensure your clients can capture all the leads they can with $500 of free advertising from Vendasta.
Now, look, we're going to speak about this a little bit more throughout the presentation, but in case you haven't seen it, this is the offer that our partners are using for their current clients to add more value and for their new clients to attract and then deliver results for them. Now, look, I'm going to pass it over to Hiram, who can speak all about the Amazon side. And really, after that, we'll talk about positioning this and also some of the success that we're seeing with our clients already. Cool. Hiram. Ready to go?
Thank you, Brady. Yes, can you hear me? Yes. Thank you to Vendasta and our partners and everybody that is listening in today. And I'm happy to talk about this collaboration in which we're bringing you sponsored display and from Amazon that actually allows businesses of any size to, even those that are not used to programmatic display, to come in and use Amazon first-party data as well as our unique inventory. So if we advance in the presentation, we'll talk a little bit about like what is Amazon doing with these sectors of businesses, small and medium businesses that are not selling in Amazon. And so you may have these questions from some of your clients because they'll usually think of this when we talk about Amazon. E-commerce, and of course we are a very large e-commerce operation, as you may know. But think about like your interactions today, and yes, you can go to the next slide because think about your day. How many of those touch points that are Amazon touch points have you used today? Maybe you talk to your smart speaker. I'm not gonna mention the name because I have one here and it'll start going off. Oh, maybe you were watching Prime last night, or maybe you switched your Fire TV enabled device today to watch TV in the morning, or you got Prime packages. And so the reality is that our attention span is really fragmented, and research shows that brands and will need like at least 20 touch points with consumers to connect with that consumers and make an impact. So to make an impact in that fragmentation, you need to scale across multiple channels. And the important thing about this unique touch points of Amazon is that consumers are actually choosing to spend their time on these devices. So depending on what your business objectives are, there is something for everyone and audiences to reach almost in every one of those touch points. Furthermore, like if you go to the next slide, you'll see that it's not just in Amazon. We actually partner with premium brands, and in terms of our extended publisher network, we call the Amazon Publisher Direct, in which we interact with thousands of premium display and audio publishers around the world, from the likes of Sling, Discovery, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and so on. Not just the Amazon storefront, but we're directly connected with those publishers, so we actually interact with consumers of Amazon as well. If you go to the next slide, then what that produces is really robust first-party insights that are based on millions of interactions with millions of consumers on a daily basis. And those are not just shopping, but also browsing and streaming signals and entertainment signals that will basically allow us to provide those insights and set successful businesses apart, because those insights will actually translate into more relevant opportunities to engage with the right audience at the right time that will resonate with your message. So if you move to the next slide, we're gonna talk about like how that manifests in sponsored display, which enables, as I say, advertisers of any size to take advantage of this. And this is something that was only available up to last year to Amazon vendors and sellers, but now we've extended that opportunity to take advantage of this product to what we call our non-endemic advertisers, meaning advertisers that are in verticals that are not in our Amazon store, right? So first of all, we provide the relevance because you're able to reach our catalog of audience segments based on those signals that we talked about. Secondly, we have creative formats that are very easy to use with just a few elements. We will actually create visual appealing creatives that you don't have to have produced on your site. So it's very easy to access this creatives. We have a simple campaign set up that is meant for just a few elements, a few inputs, and then you're able to launch a campaign. And we have flexible spend in different opportunities to what we call optimize your campaign depending on your campaign objective. So if we move to the next slide, we wanted to talk a little bit about what that access to audiences mean. As I said, we have millions of interactions with millions of consumers producing insights on a daily basis. And then the way that we make this available to brands that are advertising with us is initially with the Amazon catalog of pre-curated audience segments that are divided into different buckets, large groups coming from in-market, which is what consumers are seeing or looking for in the Amazon aisle, recently shopping for products or in a given category, and the look back window there is usually 28 days. Then we have interest audiences that are looking at what those consumers have been browsing or shopping for in about a year, depending on the category. We have lifestyle audiences, which reflect a variety of aggregated signals, not just the shopping signals, but this is where you get your like green consumers if you're looking for people that shop for environmentally friendly products, or consumers that are early adopters, and so on. And then we have life events, which are based on important milestones in consumers' lives, like recently married or just had a baby or is traveling soon. But additionally, in the next slide, you'll see that we also have the opportunity to do custom audiences depending on a campaign objective. And those are going to be based on views or purchases of specific products in the Amazon aisle. And that includes the ability to set up specific look back windows from 7 days to a year, depending on the goals of the business, and really go deep into the Amazon aisle and look at purchases of specific products, like a plumber looking for consumers that have been searching for a faucet in the last week. They might need some help. Additionally, we have in the next slide the other opportunity to, well, I think we sort of like are missing a slide here, but I just wanted to say that you can select the geolocation in which you want those ads to be shown, and you can, in each campaign, you can reach up to 1,000 locations based on postal codes, cities, DMAs, or states. And then where do the ads show? Well, the ads are going to show on Amazon owned and operated properties, like the e-commerce site, on the website, and on the desktop site, as well as the mobile site. In the next slide, you'll see also some Amazon owned and operated properties in which the ads are going to show, like Twitch, our streaming sites. And there, the ad will appear for 30 seconds at a time on the streaming pages and also on the channel pages and so on. IMDb, which is our internet database for entertainment. You'll find the ads in the site on the home pages and also on internal pages and slideshows and so on, plus the third-party publisher websites and apps. We have some examples of those in the next slide, which are basically where we missed that slide as well, but you saw the slide earlier, in which we have the examples of those third-party publishers in which the ads will show that are directly connected with us. They follow the same brand safety and the same inventory safety that we have for our Amazon owned and operated properties. And that's why we're able to use first-party data from Amazon on those sites to reach the right consumer at the right time. And to just talk about like a particular example in the home and building services vertical, which is one that is very popular because of the signals that we have. And imagine that you are in this sector. So you're trying to see in Amazon, how do you find the right consumers to reach? So if you move to the next slide, We have research that shows that although the bulk of home improvement purchases happen offline, and obviously the projects that those small and medium businesses will be conducting will happen offline, but the purchase journey and the preparation journey starts way in advance, and it happens online. And it's the consumers that are looking to do home projects, 82% of them said that they gather information online before they go to the store. So in the next slide, you will see that research also shows that research online usually starts in Amazon, at least for 61% of those shoppers. They actually come and find out about the products that they can use and the different research tools that they can use in order to start thinking about those projects. In the next slide, we'll have some information, particularly in a subcategory, which is the kitchen and bath. And you'll see that 47% of those, like half of those, actually look into the Amazon store if they're gathering information about a particular project. And then in the next slide, you'll see it's sort of like a breakdown for like what they want to do. More than half of the consumers that are doing this, they have a mission in mind. They want to replace something they have and so on. So that is a consumer that you know that is in market for potential projects in the home and building services category. Some of them are already, 35% might be already undergoing a renovation project. But then there is also, and looking at, for instance, the live events category of audiences, people that recently moved and might be looking to undertake a renovation project. So there's a wide variety of signals that we could use. And if you see the next slide, you have some examples of the segments that will be applicable in this case, from the upper funnel segment to more of a lower funnel segment, more of people that are just ready to purchase or potentially engage with your client. So when you see here, the lifestyle segments are designated with an LS, and then the in-market IM, and then there's also other segments that are basically custom for different campaigns. Obviously, the reach that you see here is the reach in the US. But once you select the geo, that reach will vary, and that is something that you'll be able to look specifically for the geographical area that you're trying to reach. And so I believe that Jodi will have some examples of how these particular tactics have worked for clients. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you as well.
Thanks, Hiram. Great information. Now we're going to go through real quickly. I want to make sure we have time to cover some questions and answers at the end, but how to get started. If you're currently a partner of ours, you know how to access Marketplace. And Brady, if you'll go to the next slide. If you're not, we can get you set up quickly, and it's easy to get started. So just a reminder of the promotion. We're giving you $500 of free ad credits with every Inbox Pro activation. And so we'll skip across that to the next slide, Brady. I think we've covered that. So getting started, you'll go into Partner Center and access the Marketplace. And with that, you'll enable this for all of your clients. So you'll select the Amazon sponsored display product in Marketplace and enable that. A form will be presented to you from fulfillment asking you for business information. And this is the stuff that we use to assess the campaign. While we're doing that and working on things in the background, you'll want to then install Google Analytics and the AI lead capture on your client's website. If you are unable to do that, we're happy to help. And then the campaign is built, and we continue to monitor this on your behalf and work with you and on behalf of your clients to make sure that these ads are optimized. For the first 2 months, the ad spend is $250. It's spread across 2 months. And then if you wish to continue, it will automatically be enabled for the 3rd month. And next slide, Brady. So the sponsored ads are available to all business types mentioned here within the United States currently. And you may have questions about a specific client that may or may not fall in this category. We urge you to go ahead and submit and activate, and we'll give you guidance on what is approved and what is not. It's very similar to other online advertising platforms, Google, Bing, with restrictions on selling medication, cannabis, guns, other things. And so pretty standard, but we're happy to work with you on answering any questions of who's capable of receiving this offer. And Brady, next slide. Perfect.
All right, we're having a little bit of glitching happening on this end, but thank you. So I was a little long-winded at the beginning. So I'm going to keep this a little light because really what I want to get you is into some of the wins we're seeing with our partners. Look, your client's website, it's a beacon of information in the vast digital desert. That's a good thing, right? Wrong. It sucks because without targeted traffic, no one sees it. And without even a trickle of visitors, I mean, you know, even with a few visitors, right? A crucial question remains: can they even, can those customers who come even find the right answers and convert independently? This program is not just about driving the right people, but also giving us the best chance at converting them by answering their questions full time. Look, I had a whole example with like a high-end menswear store. You walk in, right? Somebody's gonna come and speak to you because you don't know what to get. But look, we don't have enough time for that. But you can imagine this is the experience you can now deliver digitally with Inbox Pro. It's quite amazing. Now, overall, your clients are ready. They can initiate on this super quickly. And in fact, we've seen even the most hesitant of partners getting online using the tool themselves to actually go in and convert these leads. Because it turns out that businesses are actually pretty good at working leads once they have them, but they're not always great at that window of opportunity, nailing that, or you know, organizing all of this information. Inbox Pro does this. Amazon ads will get them there, the high intent leads. And we're so confident in this that this strategy is one where we're betting $500 in ad credits once Inbox Pro is enabled for new clients or your existing clients that don't have it enabled, that you can go out there, start selling this, and the risk is on us because we've seen it work so often. So just definitely look into this offer that we have. Use it while we have it. This will not be here forever. So for right now, the opportunity is now. Reach out to your current clients and make the same bet because the risk is on us. Yeah, we're giving out the free credits. Roll it out for their website, and they're going to get value already just by using Inbox Pro with everything they've already have set up with you or outside of you, and you can build into that relationship. It is so powerful. But the key here is to move fast. Now, I'm going to hand it over here to Kevin, who's going to speak about some of our clients and their wins. Kevin, I heard you. I will next slide for you. Just ask me.
Great. Thanks, Brady. Okay, on the next slide, I'm actually going to show you a very successful partner that I have. A bit of a background about this agency. He's based out in New Jersey, and so most of his businesses are actually out in the East and some ad hoc clients in California, as you can see in the map. So this partner is already quite familiar with running ads campaign. So when I presented this opportunity to try out the Amazon ads, he jumped into the bandwagon and couldn't be more excited with the results that you're seeing here. So what we're looking at right now is actually a multi-location dashboard where we have added all the 20 different businesses across several industries. So we've turned on the Amazon ads sometime in April. I think it's April 25. And so it's been a month now. And this dramatic spike that you're seeing in the graph, it's the spike in impressions, clicks, and conversions. They're all remarkable. This isn't typically how we would review the metrics of the performance, since those are completely independent, different businesses. But because of this view, it allows us a holistic view of how every single campaign is performing at a glance. So with this dashboard, we can actually see different insights. We can see trend reports and action items. So action items like perfecting a seamless workflow on how to manage a ton of leads generated by this campaign. I'm going to give you another example. So next slide, please. So, okay, this one. So this is actually for a beauty-related business. So the sponsored display ads for this one actually gave an instant boost of 42,000 impressions with over 120,000 impressions on the initial launch of the campaign. And it's not limited. That's one of the first few blockers that my partner and I were talking about in the beginning of this project, is that a lot of people thought that you have to be sort of within the Amazon marketplace. So we've already debunked that earlier today by Hiram and Brady. I just want to point out that the 20 different businesses that we were talking about, the success that I was just showing you, would encompass different industries. What we have is painting and construction, beauty salon, injury center, janitorial services, a lumber company. We have health and wellness, window treatment. We've got cabling solutions and automotive. So there's a ton of them. Next slide, please. So yeah, this is another example of, it's actually a testimony from a pet-related business. They're saying that after running Amazon ads and the AI chatbot, the service that they have is ranging from 1,500 to 6,000, and they've been getting a lot of leads, mostly from referrals. So they're now rebuilding the website, but they've been generating 2 to 3 leads on a month. And just last Thursday, they said that they already generated 3 leads and 2 are likely to convert. So that's the other important point that that adds up to the efficiency of this campaign, right? Because when you install the AI chatbot onto their website, we have better attribution in terms of lead conversion. Because if our goal is to drive traffic onto their website, the ads campaign is literally handing it off to the initial sales process the moment that they start engaging with the chatbot. So it's been an incredible help in the customer journey that ultimately trickles down to the success of your clients and yourself as the agency partner. All right, back to you, Brady.
Thanks, Kevin. I'm just going to reiterate that we have some sales tools that will be sent to you after this presentation in an email along with the recording of this event. We have a get started guide that makes it easy for you to get set up, and then a pitch deck that you can add your own branding to and use instantly to send to clients or use in your client conversations. And we can skip to the next one. We'll get started on the Q&A. Wanted to dive right in since we're short on time, and we've got a couple questions in the Q&A section. Feel free to drop them in Q&A or in the chat, wherever you prefer. But Damien has a couple questions. Initially, he asked, any thoughts on adding the capability for web chat to ask for email also? And so, Mark, this seems like a great question for you to address. Oops, Mark, I don't think we can hear you. Well, while he's getting that taken care of, let's go to the next one on Damien is also great question. Mentions that this seems targeted for B2C. How about B2B? And Hiram, I think drilling into the advertising campaigns and the capabilities of Amazon ads, I figured this may be good for you to talk to.
Yes, and we do have insights on B2B opportunities as well. Remember, for instance, Amazon has Amazon Business, which is where like a lot of small and medium businesses come to do like purchases and equipment and things like that. So we do have B2B segments that can be leveraged for this product as well.
Awesome, great. And then not sure if Mark, you were able to fix your audio piece? No, still can't hear you. No worries. And then we'll skip down to Rami. Had a comment about Amazon ads. Are they CPM or CPC? And this is another one for you, Hiram.
So that's part of the flexibility that I mentioned in terms of like how you optimize a campaign. We have the ability to optimize towards CPM if you are more in the awareness level in which you try to maximize reach. So the AI will try to maximize that reach for consumers to see the ads. And then you'll be charged by viewable CPM, which is 1,000 of viewable impressions. Viewable impressions are those in which the 50% of the pixels of the ads are in view of the consumer for 2 seconds. But for mid to lower funnel, you can also do cost per click if you're trying to drive consideration and conversions, and then the AI will show the ads to consumers that are likely to click on the ad based on the computer models, and the cost type is CPC.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Hiram. Marcus has a question that I will address. Will it be $250 per month for 2 months? And is there any other investment needed at first? And so, Marcus, great question. This is $250 per month applied over 2 months. So you are correct. And the investment would be on the Vendasta Inbox Pro product. And so that price varies. It's $40, less than $40, depends on you as your partnership and what's set up. You can obviously talk to someone in our sales team and they can get you started. But the investment would be for 2 months of Inbox Pro activation during those first 2 months. Great. And then let's go back to Damien's question. And the AI chat. I don't know if Mark, if you've gotten your sound ready, but a third time is probably not a charm since we're short on time. So let me go ahead and answer that. And I'll mention, Damien, that the AI chat is focused on asking for name and number first. However, if you want to groom the AI chat assistant to collect that, or the prospect doesn't want to provide phone number, they'll ask for email as a second resort. They want to give the phone number first and then follow up with email if they're not willing to provide that. So hopefully that answers your question. Let me see. I think that's all that we have in the Q&A. Oh, we've got a couple in here. Tanya, hopefully I answered your question on being confused about how the $500 in ads. Let me know if that addressed it. If not, I'm happy to connect with you after this session. You enable Inbox Pro, and what you do in the marketplace is you'll go in as a partner, go into Marketplace and select Amazon sponsored ads, and you'll enable that for your client. The promotional $250 per month is automatically added, and Inbox Pro is also in that bundle as well. So it's pretty easy, but I'm happy to walk you through that. And we also have that Get Started guide that will be sent out to you shortly. Let's see. I'm trying to go through some of the other questions. Within the Inbox Pro promo, are we then part of the Amazon Ads partner network? So I'll let you address that, Hiram, as far as any credentials that they may receive or not.
That is an interesting question. You are basically joining the program through Vendasta. So if there is an interest for a particular agency to join the partner network, that is possible too. There's a separate process for that particular agency to join the partner network, and that means that you have to submit your business details and then get approved and so on. But we can share that SOP as well.
Perfect. Great. And then Stephen has a great question for the ads. The $250 is that the retail of $500? And so, Stephen, yes, that's $500 all in retail. You can package this however you wish as a partner. So if you wish to just take advantage of this promotion on behalf of your client and bundle it into a solution and package that you wish to promote at your own fee, and it's up to you as to how you promote this. But yes, it is. Sorry, and Brady, you've got some commentary in there.
Yeah.
It's free for you. It's free for you, and $500 in ad spend. Hopefully that helps.
Yeah, sorry, I put that to hosts and panelists. So yeah, Stephen, that's 500 in wholesale over 2 months, so 250 per month. You retail it how you want. But I really like this whole angle of making a bet with your clients that, hey, I think this system is going to work so well for you that we will do $500 in ads. And you can just roll that out because it's a no-brainer, right? Look, $80 is the cost for the Inbox Pro. I think you're gonna be addicted to it. But to prove it works, we're gonna run the ads. You're gonna get so addicted to the ads and the inbox that you'll stick with it. That's the bet you're making, which I think is huge.
Great. Well, I think we're at the end of our session. I want to thank everyone on the panel and all the attendees. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. We are more than happy to answer anything that we haven't answered here, and expect to see some of these materials in your inbox. And thanks again for sharing a portion of your day with us.